Welcome Pokemon Go trainers, welcome back to the channel. So in this video I am featuring Bibarel with return in Hisui Cup, and it performed very well, I must say, and the team around it is Dust Noir and the Cresselia to cover its major weakness of fighting and the grass. So do watch the video till end, and if you haven't subscribed the channel, please subscribe it. So it's a Hippowdon in the lead and they save switch into Gastrodon. So I have a hard answer to it, which is Cresselia, because we are running Grass Knot, and Grass Knot is going to do super effective because of ground and water typing, and they don't shield. They survive with I think 1 or 2% HP, so they're going to throw a move. Even a earth power is not going to do that much. Cresselia is very tanky. They go for the water pulse, so this is water pulse variant. If Hippowdon returns, we can go for Grass Knot because they are also ground typing, but still opponent decide to come back with a Hippowdon. So we are going to go for over farming. This is just a weather ball, this is not a scorching sand, and Cresselia can take it, so I decided to no shield and it was a weather ball. So I'm going to generate back to back. Actually, opponent makes a very good catch on Obama Snow, but still it is not going to help him, and it is a resisted damage. So I stored a grass knot for later, and I'm going to come into Dust Noir because we are running dynamic punch, which is going to one shot the Obama Snow. He makes it to the charge move. I decided to no shield because I know Dust Noir survives it. Dust Noir is very tanky Pokemon. So here I decided to go for a bait. So Shadow Punch, let's see if he's going to shield here. Maybe he will. Yes, he decided to shield, and I think I can reach Shadow Punch. No, actually I decided to close out the game with Bibarel because rollout does super effective on Obama Snow as well. So we are going to come back to the Bibarel, and here comes the Hippowdon. We go for the Surf. This should grab the final shield because Surf does super effective damage, and if they shield I make a combo play, but they don't shield. Now they are forced to shield because this grass knot is going to knock them out. But later I realized the problem, that if he farms up a lot of energy, then he can generate two scorching sand, and he has farmed up a lot now. So now I have to invest both of my shield. I'm not going to risk it. Let's see what he throws. And he goes for the weather ball bait. Even though he goes for the bait, still Obama Snow is dry on energy, so I can safely shield. And this could be a scorching sand, and yes it is. And I think Obama Snow returns. I'm not going to throw the energy and decided to keep farming, and now opponent just top left. So let's move towards the next opponent, and we have a Gastrodon in the lead. So let's see if we can land a return. Return will do a lot of damage if they don't shield. So we are going to go for fast move. They are going to do as well. I think the charge move will be the CMP tie, and he throws before us. This could be a body slam. Let's see what he throws, and yes it is. I'm going to full send the return, and let's see if he shields or not. Still I'm going to dip, so going for the return, and they don't shield. Look at the damage, almost 90% health is gone. And here comes their own Dust Noir. I am ahead on energy, so I can throw my Shadow Punch before them. So this Shadow Punch is going to do super effective damage. Actually it grabs the shield, so I will shield as well and make them shieldless. So we are shielding this. I will only shield once. So he goes for the Shadow Punch, and I'll do one more fast move. No, actually I throw immediately, and this Shadow Punch is going to grab the final shield, or it will knock out the Dust Noir. So he decided to shield here, and actually opponent make a mistake. He should have farmed us down, but that's fine. It's an advantage for us. So now I think I can farm him down with the rollouts. I don't have to bother about fast moves, and he tried to snipe me with the Gastrodon, so I decided to shield, and I'm going to just farm him down as well. He goes for the body slam, but I shielded because I want to return something. Let's see if we can do a damage with return. And the final Pokemon is Drapion, so I think a return is going to do a lot of damage, and it will make Cresselia work a bit easier. And look at the damage, almost 90% health is gone. Now Drapion has to make back-to-back crunches, and switch timer is not up yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the grass knot immediately. Resisted, but still at 5% HP. I don't think they are going to survive it, and it is straightforward win for us. So this grass knot is going to knock out the Drapion, and I think Dust Noir is low, so they will top left. So good game, we won this match. Moving towards the next opponent, and it's a Lucario in the lead. So I'm going to save switch into my Dust Noir because Bibarel is weak to fighters, and actually I didn't saw the fast move. He's running bullet punches, so I can let it go. This could be a power up punch or thunder punch. Actually it's a thunder punch, and we are going to go for shadow punch. He has to shield because Lucario in the Great Lake is very glassy, and they do decide to shield. I don't think I can make it to another charge move, but still that is fine. As they are on bullet punches, I can come back with my Bibarel because I don't have to bother about fast move pressure, but the charge move I have to shield. They might be running close combat or something. They are on power up punch, but still we decided to shield. We are gonna go for surf, forcing them to give up the final shield. Let's see if they are going to invest the shield or not. Actually they do not, and let's see what is going to come up. He comes back with a Dust Noir, and now things are looking a bit tricky. If he lands Dynamic Punch, he can make it to back. So I want to try to catch one of the Dynamic Punch on Cresselia. So I did two fast move and then make a catch when he reaches a Dynamic Punch. And now this Dynamic Punch is heavily resisted on Cresselia because of Psychic typing, and now he's going to store another Dynamic Punch and then he dips into Driflim. This is the reason why I'm running Future Sight. You can go for the Moon Blast, but I decided to go for a Future Sight. Stab move doing more damage, and look at the damage. They have a shield, and let's see. I'm going to go for Grass Knot. No, actually they do throw here. Even Icy Wind is going to be enough. So now I have to farm him down. No, actually they undercharge maybe. So I went for the Grass Knot. He's not going to shield because it is debuffed one. And yes, he doesn't. Now I have to just roll out them down. None of the charge move are threatening. All I have to shield is Dynamic Punch carefully. So he goes for the Icy Wind, debuffing my attack, and he tries to make a combo play. Definitely we are shielding this, otherwise it will knock us out. Luckily it was not a bait, it was a Dynamic Punch. I'm gonna generate back to back surf, and before I throw the second surf, he's not going to make it another Dynamic Punch. So this is straightforward win for us. So another surf is definitely going to be enough to knock out the Dust Noir, and all they have is low health Drifloon, which is going to knock out with one rollout, and we are going to secure the win. So good game, we won this match. Moving towards the next opponent, let's see what the next opponent has for us. Dust Noir into Bibarel. So it's a kind of a tricky lead. We have to call the bait. If he goes for straight away Dynamic Punch, it is going to do a lot of damage. So I decided to go for an over farm. I was not sure if it was a Dynamic Punch or not. So just to be safe, I decided to shield, and it was a Shadow Punch bait. Now it's very bad. Now I have back to back surf. I'm going to throw the first one immediately. At least we can match the shield. And yes, they do decide to shield here. I'm going to go for second surf, forcing them to give up their final shield. Let's see what happens. High chance they're going to shield here, and yes, they do. So I'll shield the next move. This time he is not going to beat me. He will definitely go for a Dynamic Punch. And yes, he goes for it. Now I have to be very careful for the catch. So we're going to go for surf. This surf will be enough to knock out the Dust Noir, and we have to watch out for the swap. Let's see what is going to come up. He comes with a Gastrodon. Before swapping out, I decided to just store a surf and then dip into Dust Noir. Their final Pokemon is Abama Snow. So I can make a Dynamic Punch. Even though it's a Icy Wind or maybe a Weather Ball, it's still fine for me because they are in a Shadow form. So this Dynamic Punch is going to do a lot of damage. I think it will one-shot him still. We are debuff. And now it's a straightforward win. Actually, he survived with 1 HP, and Gastrodon against Cresselia cannot survive. So here I over-tapped and lost my charge move. That is fine. I'm going to come with Bibarel and force them to CMP tie me. So this is definitely a CMP tie. We go for the surf, and half of the damage will be done and other half will be done by the Cresselia. He's going to go for charge move. I'm going to immediately dip into Cresselia. He goes for the earth power, knocking out the Bibarel, but still it is not going to help them because Cresselia is going to throw the Grass Knot on the CMP tie. This could be another earth power, but that's fine. We can survive it. And it is still not a half health, and this Grass Knot is going to be a overkill, but still we will go for it and undercharging it, and yes, it does knock him out. So good game, we won this match. Let's move towards the next opponent, and we have a Bibarel versus Drapion. So this is kind of a tricky. If we can land a return, then we can do a lot of damage. Later our backline can farm him down. Not the Cresselia, but yes, Dust Noir. So he's going to go for a charge move. Crunch is going to do a lot of damage. We are a bit glassy, so we're going to go for return. I waited a turn just to ensure that catch doesn't happen. So let's see. And bad news is he decided to shield. He called it correctly. So I decided to dip into Dust Noir. This is non-shadow form, so I think I can survive a crunch. But opponent for some reason is baiting. I'm not sure why. and he dips into his Gliscor. So we can go for a Shadow Punch. Gliscor has access to Night Slash. It is going to do super effective damage and they are in a shadow form. But still I need shields for my Bibarel against Drapion. So I decided to no shield and he goes for the Night Slash. Luckily no boost and we can throw another Shadow Punch. This is going to force the shield, otherwise it is going to knock out the Dust Noir. And if Drapion returns, I'm going to immediately dip. So let's see. And he's going to wait for the full switch timer for sure. And he's waiting, and here comes the Drapion. I'm going to double shield my Bibarel because I don't want Drapion to face Cresselia. So I'm going to shield this, and it was Aqua Tail. Still that is fine. We're going to go for Surf, and I think this Surf should be enough. Hopefully it is enough. Otherwise I have to do some more fast move. Actually it is one more rollout and it is enough. And their final Pokemon is Driflim. So I'll go for the Surf. Hacks are resisted because of normal typing. So this Surf is going to grab the final shield. So my game plan is to store a Surf. He's going to go for Icy Wind definitely. I'll shield that Icy Wind and then I can clear my debuff by coming with low HP Dust Noir. I'm going to shield this. He goes for the Icy Wind, immediately dipping into Dust Noir, and we cleared our debuff. So I know I have stored a Surf, so I can confidently come with Cresselia. And I think if he goes for the Icy Wind or maybe a Shadow Ball, still the Future Sight is going to one shot. But Cresselia cannot get one shot with the Shadow Ball. He goes for the Shadow Ball, and this Future Sight is going to be enough to knock out the Driflim, and we are going to secure the win. So let's see. And yes, it does. So good game, we won this match. Moving towards the next opponent, and next opponent has Abomasnow in the lead. So it's kind of a tricky lead, so I'm going to stay here. Let's see if we can land a return here. So he's going to go for a charge move. I don't think this is Energy Ball, so I decided to no shield, and it was a Icy Wind. And here I think he was trying to catch a Hyper Fang, but I'm not running Hyper Fang, I'm running return. So we're going to go for Grass Knot on the Gastrodon. So Gastrodon is going to one shot if he doesn't shield. Let's see what happens. And he decided to shield, so we are going to go for another Grass Knot, but before that he's going to go for a charge move. So we are fine, we can easily no shield. Actually he's on Water Pulse, that's fine. We can go for a Grass Knot. I have to be very careful for the catch on the next Grass Knot. If he catches on Abomasnow, that is going to be very bad for us. So he decided to shield, and now I'm not going to throw immediately. I have two shields, so definitely I'm going to shield this. It could be a Body Slam bait, and he goes for it. And if he comes with Abomasnow, I'm going to snipe him with a return. And here comes the return. So let's see how much damage it does. For sure it will one shot, and it does. So let's see if he's going to return back with a Gastrodon or not. And he's going to wait for the full switch timer. And here comes the Lucario, and he's on Bullet Punches. This Surf is going to do a lot of damage. Now Bibarel has done his job. I think backline is going to clean the game easily, and he's going to get very low. I think he's going to go for a charge move. This could be a power up punch again, so I will let it go. He goes for the power up punch, and it does knock him out. And now we can come with Dust Noir and just farm them down. And now this is the moment to top left, and yes, he does. So thank you for watching this video till end. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you do, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and also subscribe to my channel, and please support it and share with your Pogo friend. I'll catch you all in the next video. Till the time, take care trainers. Have a good day. Bye.